Niori. Shion. Damn it.
You're mine! Take this! Dragon Swarm! I'm not done! Pierce! Lightning Thrust! Dragon Swarm! Dazzle! Hurricane Thrust! Here I come! It's over! Time to let it rip! I'm not done! Megasonic Thrust! Look, this one's all mine! Megasonic! You're mine! You're finished! Dazzle! Here I come! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Pierce! Lightning Thrust! I'm not done! Tear! Pierce! Be still! Strike! Soaring Light Spear! Here I come! Megasonic Thrust! Lightning Thrust! Take this! You're finished! Megasonic Thrust! Be still! Dragon! It's on! Not a chance! No escape! Dragon Swarm! Be still! Eat dirt! No escape! Dragon Swarm! Lightning Thrust! You're finished! I'm not done! Dragon Swarm! Megasonic Thrust! Be still! It's too much! Pierce! You're mine! Megasonic Thrust!
Alvin?
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right? Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganeth Heros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
only one.
Let's see what you've
Here I
got.
come!
Dance in the wind!
I'll thank
Feel!
you.
Megasonic
More
Wonder!
from the stockpile!
Shine, radiant light.
If it hides, just back it out again!
You're mine!
More where that came from!
Dazzle!
Air stone!
It's over! Rising!
Light escalator dance
Dragon
in the wind!
Form!
Feel!
I'll thank you.
Take this!
More for the stockpile!
You're finished!
Here goes!
Be
More where
still!
that came from!
Take this.
Here I come!
Lightning orb!
Dragon Form!
Lightning
Radiant
descent!
light. Force of
Eat
regeneration.
Thunder blade!
Lightning Thrust!
Regenerate.
No escape!
Let us
Soaring
take to the
Light
fray.
Sphere!
He who prepares
Thunder
is free
field!
from
You're mine!
Hands
You're
in the wind!
finished!
Sleep now!
Dragon
Here
Form!
goes! Not on my watch!
Be still!
I'm ready.
Double! In an instant! Impact Claw! Not a chance! You're finished!
Tempest!
Rising Sun! Strike!
Freeze Lancer!
Dazzle! Soaring
Now.
Light Sphere! Elusive! In an instant! Impact Claw!
I'm ready for the next battle! Speaking of Thistleum, it's populated by Danins, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danin defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right. You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegus is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegus. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think? What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Xion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or 2 ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family. My friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Xion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Xion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Xion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Xion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Xion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Remember, if the pain's too much...
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zeugle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then. Bet that gel hiding something tasty.
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest. Dragon
How about in a bind?
Here I come!
Piercing roar!
Be still!
With my boat
It's on! You picked the wrong fight!
Make it roar!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance!
You're on a roll, man! Now you see what I can do!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Now! Ringwell! Frozen!
Hammer!
Not a chance! Strike!
Dragon
Swarm!
Watch this!
It's over! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
Okay.
Why?
Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight. By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistleim was founded by Danan's fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
Of course not! Shion's our friend! Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara. Owl Forest?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately? That turned out good, if I do say so myself.
You sense one of your pals, Hootle?
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hootle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered could be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
You picked the wrong
They
team.
rush you. You gotta jump for cover, okay?
Be still.
Raging Cascade!
No escape. Hold nothing back. Here I come. Soaring light spear.
In here!
Denied!
Rising falcon.
I'll stop its charge!
Dragon
Thanks,
swarm.
Kisara!
Dragon swarm.
Make it rain!
Anything in Frozen?
Hammer!
Now.
Hey! Look sharp!
Dazzle. It's over.
In here!
Rising.
I'll be
Take this.
saving you!
Go here. Here.
Watch this!
Here.
On guard!
Raging Storm! With this, I can become even stronger!
Is that the Zoogle we're looking for?
That's far enough!
You're mine!
Armor won't save you! This one's mine!
Swallow dance!
Going in!
Dragon
One
swarm!
more! Tiger blade!
Are those arms made of natural?
Can't get out of this!
Eagle! I'll finish you here and
Dragon
now!
swarm!
Rip and tear!
Dazzle!
Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! Not a chance!
Dragon
It's
charge!
over! Too fast!
Stand back! I'll trip it up!
There you will
Take this!
Perfect move!
Rising falcon!
Tiger blade!
Everybody okay?
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best.
Gotta break through! Megasonic thrust!
What?
Mega meteor!
Raging Storm!
This should do it!
Not on my
I'll
watch!
take out the legs with my
You're
shield!
Lightning Supernova!
Dazzle!
Purge Malevolent!
Take this!
Arcane Waterfall!
It's over!
Seal!
Far enough!
Megasonic thrust! Dragon swarm! Dazzle! Take this! Rising falcon!
Lightning meteor!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Done! I'll leave it to you! Dazzle! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! Now! Take this! Dragon swarm!
Crescent moon!
It's on! You picked the wrong fight!
Hit!
Take this! First strike! Dragon swarm! I'm on it! Megasonic thrust!
Wind Astral Energy!
How about
Purge
this?
Malevolent!
Here I come!
Arcane Waterfall!
We
Sleep
did it!
now.
Not a chance! It's
More
over!
for the stockpile!
Rising falcon!
On guard.
No escape!
One more! Tiger
You're
blade!
mine!
I'll smash you!
You're
Lion
finished!
Howl! Do it! Long! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Don't get careless.
Rising Falcon! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm!
Far enough!
Lightning Thrust! I'm not done!
Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Dazzle!
This one's
Now!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
We can really make weapons with this? It's on! Anything in armor is all mine!
Here! First strike! Dragon Swarm! Be still! No escape! Soaring Light Spear! Rising Falcon! Strike! Be still!
One more!
Tiger Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
My turn!
Whirlwind Snap!
Dragon Swarm! Lightning Thrust!
You require a hand.
Soaring Light Spear! Eat dirt!
Dragon Shell!
Dragon Swarm!
Dragon Shell! Tiger Blade!
You're mine! It's over!
Raging Storm!
Megasonic Thrust! Be still!
Super
Here
Swarm!
I come! Don't leave! In an instant! Impact Block!
There's always room for improvement.
Right, here goes!
Not in your dreams!
Armor won't save you!
Here!
On guard! Nothing gets
No,
out!
I'm on it!
Dragon Swarm!
You!
Far enough!
Powered Hurricane!
Lightning Thrust! You're finished! Rising
On
Falcon!
guard! Eagle Flight!
You're mine! Here I come! This one's all
You
mine!
try to come over? Here, let me help!
Lightning Thrust!
Supernova!
You picked the wrong fight!
Lion Pound!
Dragon Swarm!
All the
You're
tail!
mine!
Raging Cascade!
Lightning Thrust! Soaring Light Spear!
Freeze Lancer!
This one's mine!
I'm just do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
I can feel my power growing! What's this thing?
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
Go no further!
You're mine!
I'll tear you apart!
In a bind?
Dragon Swarm!
Armor won't save you!
Simian pest. I shall feel you when you stand.
Swallow dead!
I'm ready!
Arch Seal!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
My turn! This one's all mine! Dragon Swarm! Eat dirt!
Dragon
Be
Shell!
still! Here I come!
Nothing gets by me!
I'm ready!
Razor
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
It's over! Go far enough! Dragon Form! You take it? Tempting! Take this!
Thunderblade!
Lightning Thrust! Soaring Light Spear! You're mine! Try harder! My turn! Megasonic Thrust! Be still! I can carve through armor! Now! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance! You're finished! Dragon Shell! Rising Falcon! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Regenerate!
Rising Falcon!
Let us take to the fray!
Here I come! Dragon Form! Show me! In an instant! Impact Clock!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Let's see what you've got.
This worked!
Right! Talon Hurricane!
Thanks! Just what I needed!
Be still! Here I come!
Thunder Field!
I can handle it. Far enough.
My astral
Dragon
energy
Form!
raging cascade!
Death hits on! It's over! Soaring Light Spear! Eat dirt! Dragon Form!
These fists have got your name on them!
Begin!
I'm on a roll!
Your mine!
Big blast!
Here I take this! Crush!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Resonate with the earth!
Now!
Looks like we got them all.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Armor won't save you.
It's over!
Dragon Shout!
Regenerate! Dazzle! Take this!
They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious. Air thrust!
Here!
Light master!
What's this? Eagle Drive!
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Now! Here I come! You're finished!
Storm! Ready to go!
Front! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! Not a chance! No escape! Dragon Form!
Begin! Water In here!
Dragon Form!
Here and now!
More for the stockpile!
Take this!
Dance in the wind!
You picked the wrong fight!
I'm on it!
Dragon Form!
Radiant Blade!
Here I come!
Regeneration!
Mega Sonic Thrust!
Regenerate!
You're finished!
Steel
Let us
Force!
take to the
More
fray.
where that came from!
Far enough!
Dragon Form!
Dance in the wind!
Here I come!
We will!
Dragon!
More for the
Here I come!
stockpile!
Take this! Can you take it?
Dazzle! Soaring Light Spear! Rising Falcon! Take this! It's over!
Light Astro
You're mine! It's over! Dragon Form! Lightning Thrust! No escape! Soaring Light Spear! Rising Falcon! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Ho 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 ho! Ho ho ho!
You're saying we should check the owl forest? There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
Let's see what you've
Here I
got.
come! It's over!
In a bind? Talon Hurricane!
Eat dirt!
That freaking does it!
Dragon Form!
I can carve through
Dragon
armor!
Form!
Regeneration! handle it! Regenerate!
Lightning Orb!
Swallow dead!
Dance in the wind!
Dragon!
Watch it! Behold! The Earth's pulse! Tectonic vision!
Radiant in an instant! Impact Block! My turn! I'm not done! Dazzle! You're finished!
I'll tear you apart!
Rising Falcon!
What? I'm practically unstoppable.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me, I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Shion. I know we will.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting. Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk!" or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
What are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Oh! It's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cyslodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Okay.
Okay. Yes!
What?
Really? Dohalim. Dohalim, I'm going to look into some seasonal fishing spots.
By all means.
Leave the preparations to me as well. I'll bring the rods. Would you prefer your fish served grilled or raw?
I'll trust your judgment, Kisara.
No backing down!
It's over!
Not on my watch!
Dragon War!
Wind astral energy!
Be still! Dragon Swarm!
Rage cascade!
Here I come! It's this one now line!
Every
I
generation!
need dirt! Soaring Light Spear! Rising
In a
Sun!
bind?
Take this!
More projectile!
Its armor's too
Carve through
strong!
walls! Split it open!
Demon's descent!
Flashing bang!
My turn!
Everlasting
Now,
dawn
get
in this
through!
room!
Lightning Thrust!
Air thrust!
Soaring Light Spear! Rising Falcon! Dragon Swarm!
All yours, Kisara!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
No backing down! Eat this! Talon Storm!
Rising!
Lightning orb! Photon
Go
radiant!
away!
Take this!
Spread!
You're finished!
Radiant
Eat dirt!
light! Full set regeneration!
Dragon Swarm! I'm on it! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Done! I'll leave it to you!
Resonate with the
Dragon Swarm! I'm on it! Dazzle!
Talon Hurricane!
Dragon
Eagle
Swarm!
Dive!
Here I come!
Tear it off!
Hurricane Thrust!
Can't be squirrel!
Rising
Celestial
Falcon!
runner!
Talon Hurricane!
You're my
Ripple
boy!
Tear!
In an instant! Impact Block! Now! Take this! You're finished! Thanks! Lightning Thrust! Cut! Soaring Light Spear!
Dragon Shell!
Rising Falcon!
Sleep now.
Crush!
Resonate with the
What's
this? Stalagmite!
Raging storm!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. In a bind.
It's
Eat
over!
this. I'll end you.
Dragon Swarm!
Can you take
Dazzle!
it? Elusive
Soaring Light Spear!
Ready and rare.
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kitara!
Hurricane!
I'll be saving this
Be still! Strike!
Do it!
All yours, Kisara.
Now!
Radiant
You're
light.
mine!
Force of regeneration.
Soaring Light Spear!
Regenerate.
Rising
Damn,
Falcon!
Watch this.
That came from...
Should have messed with me.
Swing left. Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
A comfortable win. Coming through.
Take this!
Lightning condemned!
Dragon Swarm!
Thunder blade!
Lightning Thrust! Strike!
Armor won't save you.
Soaring Light! Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal! Dragon
Eagle
Swarm!
Dive. Take it. Ruin snap. Swallow dare.
You're mine! It's over! Dazzle!
I'm ready.
Now!
Now
Here
or
I
never.
come!
Celestial
You picked the
runner!
wrong fight! Soaring Light Spear! It's over!
Hurricane.
Rising
Eagle
Falcon!
Dive.
I'm not done!
Raging storm!
No further.
Dragon Swarm!
Super swallow
Here I
dare.
come!
Power. Stalagmite.
Be still!
Now I'm
Strike!
through.
Rising Falcon! Take this! This one's all mine! You're finished!
I'll finish you
Here I come! Megasonic Thrust!
Resonate with the earth. Should have messed with me.
Light astral energy!
You're mine!
Forward action!
Be still! I'm not done!
All
Soaring
good
Light
things
Spear!
come to an end. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Whoa! Get a look at this view!
Don't get so drawn into it you fall over now.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Now you see what I can do!
It's over!
Here!
I'll grind you into
Dazzle!
First strike! I'll end you!
Lightning orb!
You picked the wrong fight! Take it! It's over! Dragon
Charge
form!
like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Dragon form! Dazzle! You're mine! Soaring light spear! Rising! You're mine!
More without control! Light astral energy!
Dragon form! I'm on it! We did it! My turn! No escape! Dragon form!
Here! That's I'm on a roll, Altered!
Dazzle! Take it this time!
Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact clock! My turn!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Be still! Strike!
I'm ready!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
You guys want to rest here?
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will...
There's always a way, right? And it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and go! Is it just me? Or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though. There are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almadria. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear, right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though? Not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
Gotta break through! You're finished! Eat dirt! Dragon Swarm! Lightning Thrust!
Now you see what I can... Now I'm in
Dragon Swarm!
In a vine? Leave the target to me! Nothing will hold me
Deny! Try harder! No!
Here goes!
Rising Falcon!
Begin! Take this!
We're cleaning house!
Let me take the rest of it!
Well, someone's feeling lively. You'll soon see about that.
Dragon Swarm!
I'm ready!
Totally!
In an instant! Impact block!
We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Swallow dare! Now, in the groove!
I'm ready!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
I'm even stronger than before.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
Little help!
Take this! Try harder! Not a chance! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Form! Lightning Strike!
Too fast!
Stand back!
I'll trip it off! Now I'm real mad!
You're mine!
I can carve through armor!
Bring you down, Dylan.
Then tonight's meal is on you.
You got it.
Hey, when did I get so popular? Denied!
Dazzle! Here I come! Soaring Light Spear!
Can't get out of this! Demons descend! Flashing Fang! Easy!
Way to go!
Crush!
Touch the dust!
Dazzle! Here I come! Soaring Light!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! My turn! You're finished!
I'll run you through! Do it!
In an instant! Impact block!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
No choice! Take this! You picked the wrong fight!
I'm on it!
Dragon Form!
Lightning condensed! Thunderblade! Raging
Now it's my turn!
field!
Astro Art?
Not like you!
Shut him down!
Shattering
You're mine!
pieces!
You're finished!
Attack time!
Alright!
Soaring Light Spear! Rising Falcon! I'm not done!
Not on my watch!
I'll face you! I'm a
Try
rocket!
harder! Not this one! All mine! Eat dirt!
I dare you all!
Dragon Form! My turn!
Why thank you, your lordship? And will you lay down your life here? Demons descend! Flashing Fang! Easy!
Way to go!
Crush! Dragon Form!
Light Astro
Be
Current
still!
Malevolent! Arcane
It's over!
Waterfall!
Soaring Light Spear!
Blazer!
Rising
Dance
Falcon!
in the wind!
It's on!
I'm ready!
Lightning Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Here I come! Eat dirt!
Hurricane!
Dragon Form!
Shine! I'm on radiant light!
Regeneration! Dragon Form! Be still!
Armor won't save you!
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
What's this? No place here!
I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Rising Falcon!
Roll now!
I'll take you all on! Double Demon Fang! Dazzle! Rising Falcon! Try harder! My turn! I'm not done! Dragon form! Lightning thrust! No escape! Soaring light spear! Rising! Hold nothing back! Dragon form!
I think I'm getting stronger.
Oh yeah? Think you could beat me at arm wrestling?
When have I not beaten you?
Right. I'll just go on ahead then.
What's this thing?
Let's see what you've got. I shall ensure you survive it.
Double demon fang!
Lightning condensed!
Lightning thrust!
Radiant light!
Thrust!
Regeneration!
Soaring light spear!
I've used too much.
I owe you one.
You must be tired of killing me.
I'm merely doing what I can.
Eat dirt!
Glad you're on our side, Yohei.
Freeze Lancer!
Dragon form!
I'm ready!
My turn!
Eat this!
Thrust! Dragon form!
Here goes!
Lightning thrust! I'm not done! Soaring light spear! Rising falcon! Thrust! Double demon fang!
Stalagmite!
Take this! Lightning thrust! Thrust! Do it! Dragon shell! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
How much longer will our healing arts last? Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Take this!
I'm on weak now.
I'll run you through!
Don't mind if I do.
You're mine!
Armor won't save you!
Hydra!
Eat dirt!
Arch shield!
Denied! Radiant light!
Rival fire!
I'm ready!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed blow.
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Manuel.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
You'll finish!
What would I do without you?
Dragon swarm!
In a bind?
You're mine! Dazzle! Take this! It's over! Soaring light spear! Rising falcon! Here I come!
I'll tear you apart!
Dragon swarm! Totally! In an instant! Impact block! Now! Here I come!
Dance!
Rising
Now
falcon!
in the groove!
Here I come!
Lightning orb!
You're finished! We did it! This is on!
Photon! Radiant
You're mine!
flame!
It's over!
Seal!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner.
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd be...
Let's see what you've got.
You picked the wrong fight!
Armor won't save you!
Dragon swarm!
Elusive deity! I can handle it! A new melody! Watch it!
Here I come!
Far enough! Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Dragon swarm! Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
Regeneration!
Rising falcon! And more of this can help burn out! Come and face me! Dragon swarm! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
no...
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
I can carve through armor! Elusive!
Not in your dreams.
Dragon form!
Swallow dead!
On your knees! Take this! Air pressure!
Arms are being interrupted. Take this! Hold back into the can't get out of
Glad you
this!
have your uses.
I'll show you how
picked the
useful
wrong
I can
fight.
be!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Air thrust!
Begin! Take this!
Offline the next sight! Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic fission!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! Not a chance! You're finished! Dragon form! Tectonic demon fang!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
So I still had room to grow.
No backing down! Here I come! You're finished! Begin!
Ready to go!
It's over! Right here!
Now see what I can do!
You're mine! It's over!
Far enough!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll thank you! I'm on a roll now!
Not done! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Dragon Swarm!
Take this!
Dazzle! It's over! You picked the wrong fight!
Resonate with the earth, Nightflower!
Take this! Dragon Swarm! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
To achieve such harmony.
Take
Singular will!
What's with that shut?
Damn it!
Looks like trouble with capital T!
Together, we've got this! No further! Dragon Swarm!
Lightning condemned! Thunderblade!
Seismic rupture! Dazzle! Do it! It's almost too... In an instant! Impact block!
We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Dragon Swarm! No escape! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm! I'm ready! More! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! My turn!
Ready to go!
Dragon Swarm!
Begin!
Dragon Swarm!
We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong.
What about me? Begin!
Wind astral energy!
I'm even stronger than before.
Looks like some solid equipment.
And thus our strength yet grows.
How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Not even
Let's see what we've got.
Take this!
Denied!
Is that a healing one? It is. Can't ignore your pain. I'll try to be more careful.
Come one, come all! Lightning thrust!
Shine!
Take this! You're finished! Take this! It's over! Here I come! It's time! Dragon Swarm! Eat dirt!
Elusive deity! Take this!
I'm not done! Dragon Swarm!
I'm ready!
Silverlean!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Here I come!
Certainly not.
Elusive deity!
Be still!
I'm ready!
Razor!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
My turn! It's over!
I'm ready!
Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
I'm practically unstoppable. What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way!
Save your breath! While that thing seizes a talking meal!
Then let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us? Eat dirt!
Tornado drive!
The flashing part's their weak point!
That's enough! Talon Storm! Far enough!
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Dance in the wind!
Double Demon Fang!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Not in your dreams!
I'm on a roll now!
Thrilling performance.
Eagle Run! Shine! Radiant Light! You're finished! Force of regeneration! Finish Blast!
Benediction.
Tempest Wall! Celestial Ladder! I'm stricken!
You're mine!
In a bind?
It's finished!
Let's do it!
You picked the wrong fight!
Here we go!
Dragon
Take
Swarm!
that!
Elusive deity!
Smash you!
Lightning
Hitting
Orb!
pile
You're
driver!
all dance in the wind!
Dragon
In here!
Watch this! It's over!
You're finished!
Nothing gets by me.
Dragon!
Elusive deity!
Hitting pile driver! All good. Shouldn't have messed with me. Steel! Here I come! Heal! Now I'll run you through! It's time to finish this! Everlasting dark! Negative one's mine! I'm ready! Alpha! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Benediction.
I'm on it! I'll run you through! I can carve through Rising Falcon! Eat this! Oh, and pierce through! Talon Hurricane!
Benediction light.
Dance in the wind!
Heal!
Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack!
Dance in the wind!
Can't end here!
I couldn't make it such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
Resuscitation! Dance! That's freaking done it!
Not done yet!
Heal! Far enough! Imbue this vanquished soul with light!
Take this!
Here we go again!
It's over!
Super Swallow Dance!
I still got
Dragon
the
Swarm!
fire in me!
Talon Hurricane! Eagle Dive!
Thanks!
I'm on a roll now!
I'm not
Air
done!
thrust! I'm...
Rising Fang! You'll pay for that!
I can carve through water! Imbue this vanquished soul with light! I'm on
Here
it!
I come!
That's enough!
I'm not done!
Resuscitation!
I still
It's
got the
over!
fire in me!
Regeneration!
It's on!
Regenerate!
Dance in the wind!
You picked the wrong fight!
Air thrust!
Dragon Swarm!
Light astral energy! Raging tempest when it's almost in the bag!
Not done yet. Just falling back.
Then it's time for you to do what you do best!
Dragon Swarm!
Allow me to help you.
Thank you, Dohalim.
I only did what any other would.
You're mine!
I think you're nicer than you let on.
Take this!
Rupture! It's time!
No escape! Dragon Swarm!
In a bind? Something's different from before.
It's about to come at us. Look sharp!
Benediction.
Watch yourself.
I'm not done! Okay, here I go!
Armor won't save you.
Dance in the wind! Art expert coming through! Don't mind if I do. Light astral
Soaring Light
energy!
Spear!
I'll face you. First strike. Now
You're
Light
mine!
astral energy!
Super
Frozen!
Hammer. With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistle made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way.
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say true safety's some way off.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I guess that would be the best solution here, huh?
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. Xion needs us.
How are we still not there yet? It feels like we've been climbing this mountain forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogel's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Zoogle chow.
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time.
Still, Dohalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hootle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleland that way.
Until we magically sprout wings. Let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on. Shion's waiting for us.
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is?
One simply needs to be bold and act with conviction in times such as these.
Did you know it was gonna be safe before you jumped? Because I sure didn't.
More or less. I figured there would likely be a basin here akin to most such waterfalls.
Don't just make people jump off cliffs on a hunch!
Ever gonna finish climbing this ladder?
We're climbing a considerable height. It's only natural that it will take some time.
That's not the problem here!
We are getting closer to the top, aren't we?
You've just got to keep your spirits up, Ringwell. Positive thinking is everything.
Finally reached the top.
My limbs feel like they're about to fall off.
Already? You kids need to train more.
She's right. We don't have time to catch our breath.
Someone's got a lot of pep in his step.
Little help!
You're finished!
Lightning
Dragon Form!
Thunderblade!
Lightning Thrust! Crush! I'll smash you! Rising Falcon! Super Swallow!
I'm like bait to them.
Leave the enemy's arms to me.
No complaints here. Take this. There you go. Why, thank you, your lordship.
And will you lay down your life for your lord?
Well, I mean, hey, let's not wait.
Dragon Form! Eat dirt!
Benediction light.
Dragon Shell! Dragon Form!
Here goes.
Do it!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Shine! Radiant light! You're mine! Yeah, appreciate the concern.
The sooner you stop thanking, the sooner you can start helping.
I mean, yes, sir.
Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact claw!
To achieve such harmony.
Takes a singular will. Choice. Shine. Here I come.
Don't mind if I do.
It's over. Lightning thrust. Movement kick. Soaring light sphere. Its armor's too strong.
Then I'll split it open.
Be my guest.
Now you see what I can do.
Dragon swarm.
Freeze
A
Lancer!
new melody.
Dance in the wind!
First strike.
Air thrust!
Eat dirt.
I'll end you.
Now!
In an instant. Impact claw. An astral art.
That's my cue!
Shut him down.
Lightning
Dragon
bolt!
storm.
Raging cascade!
I'm just getting started.
I'm ready. Look sharp.
Lightning Tiger Blade. See that?
That training's paying off. Dragon swarm.
In a bind. Dohalim. All yours, Kisara.
Wow, that was a nice move there.
I know, right? Bet you couldn't do it.
So it's a grab here, thrust the left leg, then use the right arm to leverage over...
Stop memorizing my move!
That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so? We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look! There it is!
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelegion's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganeth Heros means Fortress of Naught, though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Land of water or no, this place has a most curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry, but we have to push through for now. Shion is waiting.
Yeah, I hear ya. A soak can wait.
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shion.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Rinwell. Everyone's anxious enough as it is.
Sorry. It's just... I can't seem to stop thinking about it. What do you think it is that Volron wanted with her anyway?
Going by what he said back on Almadria's ship, it would appear his primary target is Alphen. Though, it's likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shion's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every moment. Even his pain at Shion's thorns. Oh, that guy's just creepy.
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies in check.
What? Law? Don't say things like that!
It's not like we weren't all thinking it.
That's still no reason to...
All right, you two. Now that's enough already. Alphen shouldn't have to grit his teeth while he listens to you.
Oh.
Sorry.
I don't want Shion to get mad at us for dragging our feet.
Alphen?
She's the one that's kept us on track. Picked me up when I was down.
Sure.
I just thought she'd always be there. I swear I've seen that castle somewhere before. Right. I remember seeing it from the cliffs in Calaglia, across the sea.
You mean Volron's castle?
Yeah, that must have been it.
Geographically, it would make sense. It's most certainly large enough to be seen from afar.
Back then, I had Shion and Zephyr with me.
Well, we haven't lost Shion. We can still get her back, you know.
That's right. I won't let Volron take her away from us.
That was nothing.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? I wanted to ask you something.
I'm all ears.
How much contact did you have with the other lords back in the day?
I only saw or exchanged words with them on a handful of occasions. Not that I was particularly keen on even that much.
Almadria made it sound like the two of you had some kind of history together.
She was like that with all of the lords, not just me. She was always interested in who she could use, who had value for her own ends. Having said that, she wasn't quite so brazen back when we were still in Lenegus. In a sense, she may have been a victim of the crown contest as well.
Almadria? A victim?
To a Renin, there is no greater honor in life than being chosen to serve as a lord, let alone to go on and become the next sovereign. We are taught that from the day we leave the womb. There are few Renins who wouldn't be ecstatic at the prospect of ascending to lordship.
You were like that though, right? You've always struck me as a more grounded guy.
No sane Renin would ever dare admit that their interests lie in anything but power and prestige, even if they feel so in their heart of hearts.
The more you talk about it, the more it seems like the crown contest is nothing but misery for Renins, too.
Which is why I seek to end it. Not that I imagine Danins such as Rinwell are all that interested in hearing tales of woe such as mine. We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving?
Guess I misread the landing. Onward and upward.
Let's see what you've got.
Take this! It's over!
Far enough!
Don't suffer in
Dragon!
Lightning condemned!
Try harder!
Take this!
This one's all mine!
Solid hurricane! Begin!
Does it hurt? Dragon
Do it!
Swarm! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
The heavens must be smiling.
Carve through armor!
Dragon Swarm! Take this!
I'm on a roll
You're
now!
finished! Eat dirt!
Talon Hurricane!
Dragon Swarm!
Eagle Fly!
You're mine!
Tornado Draw!
Johalim!
All yours, Kisara!
Nine chance!
Eat this!
Dragon Swarm!
Rip and tear!
Double Demon Fang!
Shattering the pieces!
I'm ready!
Attack Johalim!
All yours, Kisara!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Don't mind if I do.
Eat Dragon Swarm! Dragon Shout!
Take this! Double Demon!
Leave the target on a roll now!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off! Its armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest! Eat dirt!
Resonate with the earth!
Here I come! It's over!
The enemy wields arts too.
Now, we'll soon see about
All yours, Kisara!
Now! You're mine! You're finished!
break it
Dating
down.
pile driver!
Up and at it.
Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm! Lightning Thrust!
Take this! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
So, did you like my boost art?
Yeah, it was off the charts.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Dragon Swarm!
Dance on the wind! I can carve through armor!
On
You're
your
mine!
Your reflexes will not serve you
You're
well
mine!
here.
Take the dance in the wind. Air thrust.
Dragon Swarm!
Splash.
Do back!
Stand back.
Dragon
it up.
Swarm! Do it! Johalim! In an instant! Impact Rock! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Lightning!
Waterfall.
Dragon Swarm!
Get on in there.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Pow!
You I can handle it. Confiscated.
Dragon Swarm! This one's all mine!
Raging star.
Be still!
Dating pile driver!
Take this!
Shine!
Eat dirt!
Boost of regeneration! That frickin' does it!
Dragon Swarm!
Charge that can easily be faced.
Look, Justice, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
No!
The wind.
You're finished!
Thrust.
Soaring Light Spear! Rising Rocket! Dragon Swarm!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Sleep now.
Eat this! I'll finish you here and now!
You're finished!
Now.
Eagle Fly!
Look!
And I'll stop your life!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Thunder Field!
Hurricane! Begin! Dragon Swarm! Armor won't save you!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
The heavens must be smiling.
Retreat if you know what's good for you! I'm not done! Eat dirt! First strike! Dragon Swarm!
Maybe show Kisara a little kindness, huh?
She is strong. She can handle herself.
You can be really dense, Dorkaline.
No armor! Stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Fang!
Is that a healing art? It is. I can't ignore your pain. Not try to be more careful.
Take this! Soaring Light Spear! Rising Falcon! Coming!
A breeze.
Easy!
And together they are but a breezy ease.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out. Take this. Dragon Swarm. Dragon down. Armor won't save you. Dragon Swarm. Here I come. Heal. Dragon Swarm. Dazzle. No escape. You picked the wrong fight. Do it. I'm on.
Ringwell. Frozen.
Hammer. Not a chance. Thrust. Soaring Light Spear. Hitting Pile Driver.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
You're mine! Far enough! You're finished! Dragon Swarm! Glimmer Flame! Take this! No escape! Now! Take this! It's over! Rising Falcon!
Eat what?
Ringwell!
Frozen.
Hammer! Didn't even break a sweat.
Break through!
Benediction light.
Not in your dreams!
Come on!
Heal! That's the spot!
Dragon form! Here I come! It's over! The monster! Eat dirt!
Dragon all back into the defense!
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be! Now you see what I can do!
Dragon form! Now!
Take this!
You're mine!
Purge Malevolence!
You're finished!
Arcane Waterfall!
In a bind? I'm ready!
Freeze Lancer! There's more where that came from.
Come one, come all! Dragon Swarm! Here I come! Dragon Swarm! Be still! I'm not done!
Not on my watch!
Soaring Light Sphere! Dragon Swarm! Here I come!
Lightning begin!
Rising!
Illuminate the dark!
I will pour through every generation!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the lava to me!
No escape! Eat dirt! Now I can let loose! Dragon Swarm!
Do it!
All yours, Kisara.
My turn!
On your knees.
It's over! Dragon Swarm!
Eat this!
Giant Demon Bag! Here I come! It's over! Soaring Light Sphere! Rise off! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
With this, I can become even stronger.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Like Astro Energy!
Dragon Swarm!
Resonate with
You're mine!
Now or never.
Take this!
It's almost too strong.
You picked the wrong fight! Be my guest! Dragon Swarm!
Lightning
I can carve through armor!
Raging Cascade! Arch Steel!
Elusive deity!
Now!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Easy! Way to go!
It's over! Double Demon Fang! Tempting! Elusive deity! Here I come!
Now!
Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Could have been worse.
Little help!
I'll smash you! Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Fang! Lightning Thrust! No escape! Soaring
Don't
Light
mind if I
Spear!
do!
Hurricane Thrust! Rising Falcon! Too fast!
Great
I'll
dream!
zip it up.
In
Dragon
here!
Swarm!
Talon
Elusive deity!
Away!
Quiver Dragon! Dazzle!
Here goes!
Take this! It's over!
Negative gate.
Like we're gonna lose to Small Fry. It'll be a breeze.
Take
Get
this!
in, get out.
Eat dirt!
Dragon Shell!
You're mine!
Far enough! I'm surrounded!
Dragon Swarm!
Celestial Hammer!
You're mine!
A wall to shield us.
Dragon Swarm!
Now! Ringwell! Froze!
Dragon Swarm!
I can carve through armor!
Double Demon Fang!
Do it!
Double Leap! In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Dragon Shell!
Rising Falcon! I'm not done! Dragon Swarm! Be still!
Air
pressure! You're mine! It's over!
Fang Blast!
Dragon Swarm!
Ringwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
I've been doing really great lately.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
In the water's edge, I see but for a moment one Ganeth Harrows.
I hate to break it to you, man, but what you're saying isn't deep at all. You're still not done fishing yet? Boring.
You need patience to fish. There's a nice breeze here.
Ha!
All right. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
All right. Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
So what's it to be? Grilled or broiled?
All right. Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
Wow, what an awesome fish you caught!
I've got something. You've gotta know when to quit. Oh! Anybody could reel in that.
Nice! You caught it!
Yeah! Reel it in. I'll catch something bigger next time.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
I've got something. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
I've got something. That's not a fish I see often.
There certainly are a wide array of fish on Dana.
I've got a good feeling about this one. I didn't think I'd catch something this big.
Remarkable. You're top of the food chain.
Ha! I've got something. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Nice! You caught it!
Reel it in. Anybody could reel in that.
You sure know what you're doing. Wouldn't it be easier to simply use astral arts to catch the fish and be done with it?
That misses the whole point of going out to fish. Ha! I've got something. Well, it's not bad, per se.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Where should I cast my line? Oh! Anybody could reel in that.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
There's a nice breeze here. Yeah! I've got something. Anybody could reel in that.
Guess it's important to stay calm. You're still not done fishing yet? Boring.
You need patience to fish. Yeah! There we go. I'll let you go this time. I've got something. Anybody could reel in that.
That went pretty well.
Where should I cast my line? There we go. Anybody could reel in that.
That went pretty well.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I'd like to check their wares, if you don't mind.
Gosh, the castle's even larger once you get close to it.
What's that shining thing up top? A spirit vessel? It feels creepy, like it's watching over everything.
You think he knows we're here?
We'd best assume as much, yes.
What we have to do is simple. Just beat Volrun and rescue Shion. That's it.
Try not to work yourself up too much. We have a lot of city and castle yet to traverse.
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.
Mind if I join you, Law?
I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
We're almost there, guys. Don't let your guard down.
I'm excited just thinking about us barging...
Halt! Are you Alfin and his companions?
Why would you think that?
You are the only one scheduled to arrive, and there are no unscheduled arrivals in Ganath Haros. So I'll ask again, are you Alfin and his companions?
We are.
Then pass. Lord Volron is expecting you at Castle Delpharis.
Well, suppose it's rather nice of them to roll out the red carpet for us.
So we're supposed to meet him in there? And what do we do now?
Let's see how things look around the city first. Then we'll make our way to the castle.
Not a slave in... Where is everyone? There aren't even any soldiers.
Something feels off. I don't like it.
Like the fact that the enemy could ambush us at any moment? Yeah, not crazy about that either.
No, not that. Something else.
That must be Volron's castle up ahead. I suppose we just walk right up to it then?
That's what the guard from before said. Now, if we only knew where they were keeping Shion, we could try to...
That's it! That weird feeling. It's not just that the city is empty. It feels like no one lives here at all.
Now that you mention it, it does feel strangely... artificial. Think maybe it's a district just for the Renans alone?
With all this open space? Seems unlikely.
Huh?
Hey! You guys! What's going on? What was that about? They were Danins, right?
That wasn't normal. Wait, you don't think it could have been the fruit of Helgen, do you?
No, they seem too docile. What about astral energy? Could you sense any coming from them?
No, and I'm pretty sure I could tell if it was. If not that, though, then what?
Speaking of which, it didn't look like there was anyone guarding them either.
They were headed for the castle. have a bad feeling about those boats.
I get what you mean. It didn't feel like those folks are just commuting work.
The waterway they're floating on appears to lead to Del Farra's castle. If we follow it, we may learn more about what's taking place here.
Man, this place gives me the creeps.
La, your legs are shaking.
What? Liar?
Just kidding.
You... So, any ideas what the deal was with that boatload of weirdos?
Your guess is as good as mine. They looked like Danan's slaves, but beyond that...
This city is grander and more beautiful than any other we've been to, yet...
I know what you mean. From the architecture right down to the people, something feels off somehow.
I've long maintained one can glean a lot about a ruler from their city. Considering how unsettling this place is, I'd say I wasn't far off the mark. Despite its surface layer of majesty, walking around inside, it feels more like a hollowed-out ruin.
I say we follow after that boat. If we're lucky, they might be in the mood to give us some answers. I've seen ghost towns that were more alive than this city. Where the hell did all the Danans and Renans go? Shion. There's nobody here either. Looks like the only building up ahead is the castle, but...
No good. It's a dead end.
I don't relish our chances climbing. Or breaking through, for that matter.
And yet, this seems to be the only way inside. Take a look around. There must be a switch or something to...
What? What is it this time?
Look! Over there!
Alphen!
Astral energy? But then... that means...
Snap out of it! Can't you see what's happening? You're being deceived! Please stop! You'll die!
Damn it!
Full run is killing you! You need to run! Please, get off the boat!
What just happened?
We're being summoned.
Summoned? By that murdering monster?
It's all a demonstration designed to provoke. To prove to us, no, to Alphen, just what he's capable of.
kidnapping Shion. Killing all those people. If it's just me he's after, then why hurt them? Why do all this just to get at me? You hear me, Volron? Answer me!
Alphen, this is not your fault. Don't give this to him.
I know. And I won't. My hands are stained with blood. But even so, if we're going to stop that bastard, then I need to keep going. Let's move.
Damn it.
How awful. All of those people in the boats. Do you think they had any idea what was going to happen to them?
They did a damn good job of concealing it if they did. You ask me, the only thing on their mind was following orders.
And I bet I can guess who from. Volron.
The only thing they knew was mindless oppression right to the very end. What kind of purpose is that? Living only to die at your master's whim?
Being a slave means having your whole life stolen from you. In the worst cases, quite literally. That bastard will get what's coming to him. I'll see to it he does.
Is this what I think it is? Those people, they were all...
He's sick. Sick and deranged.
Remember this well. This is the true face of who we're up against.
Still, if it's not fruits of Helgen he's using, then how do you think Volron goes about controlling all of them?
They didn't look like they'd been threatened, but they didn't look like they understood anything either.
It could be something else, like a potion perhaps. But frankly, I doubt it.
But that would mean they're following Volron out of choice? But why?
Nothing bolsters a despot's authority more than loyalty. Loyalty is advantageous for any ruler. For Volron, it means acolytes willing to give their lives for him. As for whether they did it willingly or not, I'd say they're merely puppets dancing to their master's tune.
But to the point where they'd give up their own life force? Is that even possible?
You just saw it for yourself. And think back to when I was your lord. If I'd asked you to sacrifice yourself for some cause, would you have?
Dohalim.
My apologies. My words got away from me again.
No, you're absolutely right. The only difference being that you never demanded such a thing. You wouldn't.
All lords are masters in the art of manipulating their subjects' hearts, whether they use fear, torture, or various other methods. The outcome is the same.
Fear.
No wonder there's no remaining signs of a resistance force in this place. Shion!
Wait! Something's not right.
Everyone. They're gone. And I'm all alone. It's dark. Please help me.
Shion,
It's so dark. Everyone.
we came to save you. It's okay now.
And I'm all alone. It's dark. Please help me. No.
Shion?
Lies.
Thorn! This situation just got prickly.
There is immense dark astral energy here. Far too potent to be the work of a single individual. It's possible Volron's manipulating her. We cannot tell from this far away. We need to be much closer.
Only to do that, first we need to get rid of the thorn. So we fight fire with fire! Unless you have a better idea.
Alone. I'm alone.
Shion!
I can't die. But I also can't live.
Shion! Shion! We're coming for you! Won't let you down this time. Ah! Pain I feel. It's nothing compared to what you're going through. I won't let you go again. I can take whatever you give me. Please, open your eyes. Shion! Take this! Dragon Swarm! Now! Here I come! You're finished! Captivity!
Arch Field!
No!
Confiscated!
No escape! You picked the wrong fight!
Take this!
You're mine! It's over! Dragon Swarm!
Super Swallow Dance!
The thorns just keep growing back. If this keeps up, then...
Please wake up, Shion! Come back to us!
I'm alone. Alone? I'm completely alone.
You're wrong.
Elfin!
She can't see us or hear us. All of this, it's because I pulled away from you. Because I couldn't hold on to you. Shion. But you're not alone anymore. Law's here. And Rinwell too. Kisara. And Dohalim. And so am I. Believe me when I say, you are not alone. So please, don't give up on us. We will bear your thorns together. I swear it. Shion.
many times do I have to tell you? Not to be so careless.
There is no more time for us to rest.
Let us finish this. I entrust this blade to you once more.
Let's go! Full run is waiting.
Hey, Alphen?
What is it?
While I was away, what did you do?
I missed you.
Alphen. But after what happened because of me...
I got a glimpse of the real you. It was worth it. You could say the pain is some kind of reward.
Some reward. You sure all that hurt hasn't done something to your head, too?
Hey now.
Is it just me, or are they...
It's been a while. They're just happy to see each other.
I know. I mean, it's fine.
We all express ourselves in different ways. Leave them be.
They should get a room.
Shion.
Thanks. I'll be okay. Let's go. We have to take Volron out.
Right.
Those things that...
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh rending cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
So, the Sovereign, the Renis Alma, the fate of Lenegis 300 years ago? Yes. That is a lot to take in, isn't it? I never realized the weight of the burden you were carrying.
I could say the same.
The person you kept mistaking me for. It was Naori, wasn't it? So, what do you think? Could I be her descendant?
It seems likely. You two do look very similar.
Kidnapping Shion, mistreating slaves, and who knows what other terrible deeds. Seriously? These so-called lords just think they can do whatever they like.
I am deeply ashamed to be one of their kind.
Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean you, Dohalim.
Do you think Volron could have been behind what just happened with Shion's thorns?
I'm not sure. If it was bait he needed, kidnapping her should have sufficed. Perhaps he had some other purpose in mind.
Her thorns aside, as a hostage, surely it would have made more sense to keep her close at hand. So why did he leave her unguarded?
If getting rid of Alphen was Volron's only priority, then he could have ambushed us directly. It's not as if he lacked the power. He chose not to, which means he's toying with us, prolonging Alphen's suffering as much as he can.
But why? What does Volron specifically have against Alphen? Is it because he's leading the Danon rebellion?
Possibly. But try to see it from Volron's perspective. He'd do anything to win the crown contest, correct? Knowing that the true sovereign already exists somewhere is bound to ruffle his feathers. Have your paths crossed before, Alphen?
Only when I've been with you guys.
In the end, we just find more mysteries.
What isn't a mystery is how badly we're gonna beat this creep up once we find him.
What a simple and straightforward person you are, Law.
Way to give us a heart attack. I wasn't sure how that was gonna pan out for a while there.
I'm just glad everyone's safe. Really glad.
What about you, Xion? How are you feeling? He didn't do anything to you, did he?
The last thing I remember is being back on the ship. Back then. Seeing Alphen's pain return to him the moment he touched me. It brought me back to my childhood. The fear in people's eyes whenever they were around me. And the next thing I knew, darkness was welling up inside me. It was smothering me. I couldn't see anything anymore. I was all alone.
Xion.
You're okay now. You're safe, Xion. We're here with you. You're not alone any longer.
Thank you. Must be Volron's Imperial Guard.
They don't seem to be keeping lookout. More like they're waiting.
Oh well, the royal welcome was nice while it lasted.
Time to get our fists dirty, huh?
Wait, we don't have a plan!
As far as Law's concerned, this is the plan. Let's go!
Open your eyes! This blind loyalty is just another form of slavery.
Glory be to Volron!
That's useless. They're brainwashed. Just like the Danon brothers we dealt with outside. An astral punch?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! No escape! No escape!
Eat this! Dragon Swarm!
Dragon Swarm!
Eat this!
Thunder Field!
Dragon Swarm! Lightning Thrust!
Shield
Now!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
No! Here I come! You're finished!
That was the spot.
Dragon Swarm!
Close flight! Celestial!
Ready to go! Shine! Radiant light! Double
You're mine! Starlight Spear! Jolie! Hey! Blow them away!
Well, that didn't feel great. Those soldiers were just like the slaves, driven by a warped sense of loyalty.
Yeah, that was just about as hollow a victory as they come.
It's strange. I always thought loyalty was one of the greatest virtues out there. Now I'm not so sure. Is it simply a question of where your loyalties lie? Or is it fealty itself that's the problem?
Maybe it only becomes a problem the moment you stop thinking for yourself.
So if we defeat Volran, you think they might learn to think independently again? Actually, no. Never mind. This isn't the time. We can worry about that after we finish the task at hand and defeat Volran.
As expected, Volran's elite guards are quite formidable. Their equipment and training far exceed those of any foot soldier.
We need to be careful not to let them exhaust us before we reach Volran.
A grandiose castle for a grandiose city. He really didn't cut any corners.
They're certainly akin to each other. And yet, I'd say the castle seems even more reflective of its owner's personality.
In what way?
It feels overbearing, tyrannical almost. But more than anything, merciless. As if any pretense to ease of living was sacrificed in favor of sending a message. One of domination, and a thirst for total power. In other words, the perfect domicile for our power-crazed foe.
That's why he let us in. It's precisely the message he wanted to convey. Almost like he's mocking us.
That bastard's in the mood to play? We'll see who's laughing once we've taken him down a peg or two. Is it just me? Or is the blazing sword burning even more brightly than before?
Yeah, as if the astral energy within it has become more powerful somehow.
It would appear Alphen has learned to harness his sovereign abilities to even greater effect.
Is that true, Alphen?
I'm not sure. I don't think I'm doing anything differently.
You're not. It's proof of your strengthened bond with Xion. No further explanations needed.
Oh man, for real? Nice!
Is that true?
How am I supposed to know?
Fat lot of good the two of you are!
I may have a theory or two I could offer.
Yeah, no. I think we're good.
Now that you mention it, though, I guess I have noticed a change. It's like there isn't as much resistance when energy's being siphoned from my Master Core.
Aha! So it is a bond thing! Aw, you guys!
Wait, what about your hand? That thing practically used to give you third-degree burns every time you wielded it, right?
Kisara's got a point. And if it's gotten even hotter since then...
I won't lie. The searing heat and pain are almost unbearable. Almost. When I'm fighting, I'm somehow able to endure it. It's like the sword becomes part of me or something. Like I can feel it pulsing through my chest. I can't describe it.
In other words, your heart burns with a flame more powerful than even that of the sword. Fascinating.
Yeah, take it from our resident poet laureate.
Hmm?